Hey guys, it's Sam and this is Top 5 Wednesday. If you're new to Top 5 Wednesday, I will leave the link to the Goodreads group down below for topics and such. This week's topic is our favorite fathers or father figures, and this is because this month is Father's Day pretty much for every country. There are some exceptions, but there's a huge list of countries that celebrate Father's Day this month, so that's why I picked this topic for this month. Number 5 is Mia's dad from If I Stay by Gail Foreman. I picked Mia's mom for the mom category, and Mia's dad is also on this list. I love them both equally. I think they're both really great examples of contemporary parents in contemporary YA. They do a good job of disciplining as well as listening and being friends with their kids, but not too friendly to where it's inappropriate and they're not being parents anymore. I just think they really struck a good balance, and I really loved the flashback scenes with them. Number 4 is Haymitch from the Hunger Games series. I love Haymitch so much because he's such an unlikely father figure. When you first meet him, obviously he's a drunk and he doesn't have any of his shit together, and he gets it together as time goes on, and he loves those kids like they were his own, and I just love him as a father figure. Again, very unlikely, not necessarily a person that you would pick to have as a father figure, but he has a heart of gold. Number 3 is all the father figures from Harry Potter. Sirius Black, Remus Lupin, Mr. Weasley, even James Potter, even though we really don't get to see much of him being an actual father, and Dumbledore at times, although more so in the beginning when you don't know all the scheming that he did, and less so at the end when you kind of figure out that he used Harry sometimes for some questionable stuff, although I still love Dumbledore. I do understand that he's not necessarily the like perfect image that we all had of him as a kid. So all the father figures in Harry Potter have equal standing for me because there's so many of them, and I couldn't just have a whole list of Harry Potter characters. So I love that Harry has this family that has been put together from like friends and friends of his family and stuff like that, and that they kind of take on the role of parenting throughout his life and through all the books. Like, that just speaks to me, and it's so cute. And I think out of all of them, Lupin might be my favorite of all of them. Oh, I can't even say that because they all have such good qualities and they all bring a different aspect to the table, and yeah, I couldn't even pick one as a favorite of all of the like fatherly figures that he has. They're all so great and they're all necessary. It's like a village raising a child. It's wonderful. Number 2 is Mr. Bennett from Pride and Prejudice, and he is obviously a beloved literary father, but there are times when you notice as you get older and as you read the book over and over that you see that he is failing in a lot of ways for his time period, doing what he has to do, which is why Mrs. Bennett becomes such like a crazy person and so anxious and just really obnoxious to a lot of people, because he's not doing necessarily all that needs to be done. But especially for a modern person reading it, that's kind of the father that you'd want to have, that kind of lets you make your own decisions and stands up for you. And he loves Lizzie so much. Like, Lizzie is his favorite daughter, you know, like he would never say that really, but like the favorite. And still in the 2005 movie, whenever I see their like scene at the end, I tear up like every single time. Like, that father-daughter relationship is so important to me, and it just reads so genuine, and their relationship is just so genuine, and how he kind of sticks up for her. There's so many scenes in which he kind of sticks up for Lizzie and what Lizzie wants in a time when like that wouldn't have been encouraged. So we love him in like a modern sense, but obviously back then he would have been, you know, not doing what he needs to do, but we still love him, you know? Like, he's such a great father figure, and he makes me misty every time. I just adore him. And number 1 is Father Chains from The Lies of Locke Lamora, because I have a soft spot for characters that raise like a band of like misfits, and he definitely does. And he is a criminal character, and they're all criminals obviously, but he loves them so much, and he trains them and raises them, and he cares about their well-being, and he takes people in that no one else really wants, and I just adore him so much. And his one-liners and like zingers are just as good as like Locke's and the kids and stuff. Like, he keeps up with them, and they all have such a high respect for him, and he comes up even, because there's flashbacks, so he, by the time the other people in the story are adults, like he's already obviously gone. He's an old man. He's already gone. So there are flashbacks to him, and you still have, in the modern day story, you have the characters kind of thinking back to him and not wanting to let him down, even though he's dead. He's passed, but they're still like have such a close attachment to him, so you as a reader have a close attachment to him, and I love him. He is one of my favorite like leaders of a band of rogues. I just adore him as a father figure, and his name is Father Chains. Like, it's perfect. He's a father figure in a lot of ways. I adore him. So comment below and let me know some of your favorite father figures. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see all of you guys soon. Bye!